And then this is the most important part of this whole process. Hey guys, this is Erica, and I'm going to show you guys how I pack and ship my mugs and some tips and tricks I've learned along the way for the years I've been doing it. So first I start off by just adding some tea bags to each mug, just because I think it's nice just to add a little something extra. And then these are the box sizes that I use for my single orders, and then the next box size I use for my double orders. So these boxes are actually for free on USPS.com. They offer them for free if you ship priority, and I don't do flat rate, I go by weight. It just ends up working out better and it's more cost effective for the customer. And so they come in bundles like this of 25, and I usually order 2 or 3 of them at a time, and they last me a few months because my restocks are fairly small. But yeah, again, you can get those online. So here I am, I'm just gonna assemble the box, and I'm gonna do that to all of them. I think I had about 10 orders to do this time. And then I'm gonna get all my mugs that I have sanded, I've washed, I've inspected, and I'm gonna put them over here on my shipping table so I can start sorting out the orders. And funny story, I accidentally mixed up some orders when I first started shipping. I haven't done it in a long time, and hopefully it doesn't happen now that I've said it, but it was a mess to get figured out. So now I triple check all of my orders before I finally tape that box shut. So we are hopefully not going to have that issue ever again. So my advice, make sure you triple check. So then what I do is I put each order with its packing slip, all the little extra goodies in the box it's going to ship in, so that everything's separated and ready to go, and I can just grab a box and start packaging it up. And then I'm going to roll out a sheet of this Ran Pack paper bubble wrap. So I used to use the plastic bubble wrap, but I found that this works just as good and it's better for the environment. So I haven't had any issues with it, so it's been really nice. And so I'm going to triple check my order. I think this is possibly the 3rd time I've done so. And then I'm just going to wrap up that little spoon rest, and I'm just going to tuck it inside the mug just to make sure that it's not, you know, bouncing around in the box or it accidentally gets thrown away with the packing peanuts. And then, so this part, you roll the handle like little flap thing, and then you tuck it in there and make sure that that's really well secured, because the handle is a very sensitive part of the mug. So the more you can protect that, the better chances you'll have of it not breaking. So that's pretty important. And I will say I have only had 1 mug break, and it was because I shipped 3 in one order, and so it was my own fault. I shouldn't have done that many. I think that 2 mugs is pretty good for the box sizes that I use. Anything above that is a bit too much, and it's just the likelihood of something breaking is not great, so I don't like to risk it. So now I'm just going to put a light dusting of these packing peanuts in the bottom of my box here, and it's just enough that the mug's not going to be touching the bottom. And then this is the most important part of this whole process. And what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your handle is pointed towards a corner. So a corner of a box, I learned this a long time ago, is actually the strongest part of the box. So that way, if it's getting hit on the side or anything, that corner is going to kind of protect your handle. So then another really important part of this process is you sprinkle the packing peanuts on, and then what I do is I shove them down to where it's creating a barrier between the box and the mug itself. And that way, if another box lands on top of it, it's not going to be hitting the mug, it's going to be hitting the packing peanuts that are going to be hitting the mug. So it just gives it that really good cushion. So that's a majority of this process, is just shoving those packing peanuts down really tight and making sure that that mug is really well protected all the way around. And then I close the lid to make sure that there's some pushback from those peanuts, and that's how I know it's full enough. And then I top it with a thank you card and the packing slip, and then I go ahead and I tape this one up, and it's ready to go for the shipping label after I'm done with that. And then I also, just for funsies, I put on these fragile stickers, but the post office has said that they mean nothing because most of the work is done through machines now, so they don't mean anything. But so, and then when we do a 2 mug order, it's the same process. You're going to take your handles and you're going to make sure that they're facing a corner, and then you're going to actually put a piece of like wadded up paper, or if you have something cushiony, in between the mugs so that they're not getting bumped up against each other and then breaking one another. So just an extra precaution. And then we're going to do the same trick of just shoving those packing peanuts in between all around the mug so that nothing's touching it. And then we're going to top it with things, and then we're done. And that's how I ship my mugs, guys. Alright, now it's just time to clean up the mess I made and get on to making more pots. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye!